Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Today we are going to unbox a couple things, and I want to give you guys a quick update on what's going on. So I've been trying to set up the station here and get everything ready so that when I just start painting and doing videos, it can be consistent. Not only am I gonna work on model cars, I'm gonna be doing just anything that I have to paint. So most of the stuff that I do now, I do just for me. I do either things for me, for my family and friends. I do some stuff on the side, but I kind of stopped doing that for a while. It's time to finish some of my things. I got a car I'm restoring, so I want to finish that up by the end of the year. Okay, so first things first. So I got these from Gavin. This is from Lowrider Model Car Parts. Best wheels out there, man. One of the things about doing models, um, there you go, is I haven't done them in so long, and the wheels were something that I always kind of complained about. Um, he also sent me this. I got this Impala NNOS a couple years ago. I took the wheels off. He sent me some 118 scale. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna redo. I might just do a mural there. I'm gonna try to save the paint. I just think it's kind of old, but everything else, I mean, looks pretty good. I'm just gonna throw some wheels on there. Um, so this is it, Gavin Roberts, Lowrider Model Car Parts. Thanks again, bro. Shouts out to you, man. You got the best wheels out there, dude. I love your stuff. This comes all the way from Japan. I always thought it was pretty cool to get things from Japan. Um, Likewise, when you get something from Jeffries too, it's like, damn, it comes all the way from the Netherlands, all the way from the other side of the world. It's amazing how far out this hobby has grown. Look, this is pretty cool. The newspaper and everything. But here they are. Here are the wheels. These are like Krager type wheels. I don't really have a model in here, um, but those are it. Uh, I know I'm speaking to the choir. you know, these are awesome. They're so realistic. I know you guys all don't know about these wheels. I found out through you guys, but I just want to give a shout out to him. He's a good dude. If you need wheels, it's a good spot to go. This is another one I got from Coast Airbrush. Um, Funny thing about Coast, I've been ordering since them like since back in the days when we had like what is it, CODs, cash on deliveries, you know. And I got a lot of stuff, but every once in a while I gotta order some more things. It's funny. I ordered a couple things and I forgot what I ordered. That's how it is. All right. So we got this Spray Max. Coast was the first place I ever heard about this. You could get this on Amazon and all that stuff now, but back in the days, you could only get this at Coast. The Spray Max brand. They also have a clear that's really good. If you don't want to shoot clear, this is some good stuff. I'm using this plastic adhesion promoter. I got a friend um, who is a huge San Francisco Giants fan, and he has this huge Husky box from Home Depot. When I say huge, I mean like you could fit a body in there. I mean huge. I could probably fit in there. I mean huge. This thing took out the whole back of my truck, the lid. So he wants the lid sprayed orange. In this particular case, because it's plastic and it's a lid like that, I'm gonna be spraying a little bit of adhesion promoter just to get that on there. Okay, so this is the Autoborn sealer. For those of you guys into models, so this is the orange. You know what? Let me get a chart. I may as well show you guys. Actually, give me 1 second. I have a chart in here. There it is. Okay. So, quick thing on autoborne sealers. Uh, these, in my opinion, for those of you guys that do models or anything on plastic, um, autoborne sealers, in my opinion, are the best. There's number one. I will show you guys some parts I painted in my '96 Impala. I always hated the interior colors, the rat gray, so I did it all black. And this is like glue in a bottle. When I say this is the best sealer you can get, man. Now, for plastic, right? I did the doors, the interior doors. I'm about to do the dash. I might do a video on that. But that is the best. Here's the big one. Look, comes in big sizes. This is the big, the black right here. So the way it goes is, because I'm doing Giants, this is pretty close to San Francisco Giants. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with sealer, and I'm going to spray a orange flake, and then clear it. Okay, the reason I wanted that adhesion promoter is like the bottom of the bin where it snaps on. I want to get this in there really good, but the sealer on its own, when I tell you, watch when I'm going to paint something live. I painted this small part of the Impala, literally sprayed it in my hand, dried it with the gun, sprayed it, and it was dry already. If you've been to Coast Airbrush, they had a pipe, PVC pipe, a green one, and I remember I went in there and they were, when I first heard about this stuff, and they were like, nah, it's great stuff. Da da da. So I grabbed it and like threw it down the aisle. I remember it bounced. The gentleman, I forget his name, but the gentleman that passed away. Actually, last time I was at Coast, I saw him there outside. He was getting in his orange truck. I forget his name. My apologies for that. But he was really cool. And he was kind of laughing because I threw the pipe. And I was like, damn, it didn't really mar. So this stuff, when it goes on, it gets good. All right. So this is, for example, the sealer, right? It's pretty easy to use. Self-explanatory. This is Sealer Orange 6005, which is right here. Okay. So if you wanted to make, let's see if it has a 6005. But any of these colors, so these are your main colors right here, right? White, black, gray, yellow, red, blue. And based on these colors, you mix whatever here, like here, 604 and 601. These two colors gives you that, right? 7 parts, 3 parts. Same thing, 604, 601, but if you do half and half, even, you get a lighter yellow, right? And so forth and so forth. I think the way it is out of the bottle, I have to look at it in the sun, but I think the way it is, it's perfect. But it's cool. It gives you all these things to do. So anytime you shoot a sealer, if your main color is going to be like this purple right here, one of my favorite colors, if it's going to be that, you want to mix closest to that. So when you spray your base over it, it's not only is it closer to the color, which is less coats, it's richer, if that makes any sense. Okay. This is from Createx, by the way. Createx makes this stuff. It's awesome. I love Createx. So anything plastic, this is what I use. I've never shot this on a model car, so that's what we're going to start to do. We're going to start to do a model car and see how it goes, all right? The other thing, so Createx, I have a ton of Createx. Here's some Airbrush cleaner, for example. I also ordered this. I will tell you, I've had the balancing clear is great. This is like your SG100, right, that you would mix for House of Color. Your balancing clear, it's a mix additive. This stuff's great too. I had to order another one though. I have another bottle in here somewhere, and it unfortunately it got real hard. It got stiffed up. So I have had bad luck with this, but this stuff is great. I'm not trying to hate on them. For whatever reason, the shelf life on it is just not as good. I will say I had that particular bottle sitting around for like 2 years, so go figure, my fault. I'm not knocking Createx, they're awesome. I also use their illustration colors. Here's the illustration color that I use from Createx. All this stuff you can get from Coast. They have great illustration colors. You could use their illustration colors with any of their other stuff. With the Candy 202s and all that, you can use it over it. If like you want this illustration black to do some fades or something, you can't use it. Normally, you want to stick to the same, but you can't do it. I normally use this for canvas work, portraits, and stuff like that. This stuff is great. Moving on, House of Color. What do we got? Solar Gold. So the Solar Gold is for another project. I had actually started that. I have it right here, actually. I started this project before I did this class. By the way, so if you're starting something, you don't want to get dust on it. Use garbage bags or plastic just to cover it so you don't have to get all that dust caked on. So this is I got a good friend Josh, man, and his dad's birthday came up. Unfortunately, I missed the deadline because I had some issues over here with a compressor. I had to get a brand new compressor and all that. But this is the wood effect I did. I did this at Edgar's a couple months back. So it's a Boston Bruin. His dad's a big Boston Bruin fan. As you can see right here, it says Boston Bruins. So that's all masked out. All that underneath is black. As you can see how it says right here, black, yellow, black, yellow. It's actually gold.